It is 2026, and the most famous family in Hollywood history is officially gone forever. 10 years after the plane ride that changed everything, Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie are finally divorced, but their 6 kids have picked sides. They are all grown up now, and they are building their own lives while removing their father from their world. Get ready to see what their new life looks like. To understand what is happening in 2026, we'll have to go back to the one moment that broke this family apart. The date was September 14, 2016. The family was flying from their grape farm in France back to Los Angeles on a private plane. For years, we only heard gossip about what happened in the air. But now, we know the scary details that made Angelina ask for a divorce just days later. Reports from the FBI investigation show a crazy scene at 30,000 feet. It was a long flight, and everyone was upset. The reports said that Brad had been drinking a lot. There was a fight that got out of control. It was not just yelling, it got physical. The documents said that Brad choked one of the kids and hit another one in the face. Imagine how scared the kids were watching this happen in a small metal tube in the sky. The situation got even worse. There were claims that Brad grabbed Angelina by the head and shook her. At one point, beer was poured on Angelina while she was under a blanket. Then, red wine and beer were poured on the kids. When the plane finally landed in Los Angeles, there was $25,000 worth of damage from spilled red wine. This was a disaster. Angelina took the kids and left. The FBI looked into what happened because it happened in international airspace, but they eventually closed the case with no charges. However, that flight ended the marriage and started a war that would last for 10 years. You might think a celebrity divorce takes a year or maybe 2. This one took 8 long years. It was not until December 2024 that a judge finally said the divorce was finished. Why did it take so long? It was not just about who gets the furniture. It was about custody of 6 kids and a grape farm worth hundreds of millions of dollars. Angelina wanted to help her family heal. Her lawyer, James Simon, put out a statement saying Angelina was tired, but glad this part was over. She had filed for divorce to find peace and healing. Even though they were declared legally single back in 2019, the fight over money and property kept them connected until the very end of 2024. Now in 2026, they are free. But being free does not mean they are friends. Even though the marriage is officially over, there is one battlefield where the fighting has not stopped. It is a beautiful property in the south of France called Chateau Mirail. This is where Brad and Angelina got married. Now it is the center of $350 million Australian dollars lawsuit. The problem started when Angelina wanted out of the wine business. In 2021, she sold her 50% share of the winery. She did not sell it to Brad. She sold it to a company owned by a Russian billionaire. Brad was very angry. He sued Angelina, saying they had a secret promise that neither would sell without the other person saying yes. Angelina had a reason for selling to a stranger. Her team said she wanted to sell to Brad first, but they said that Brad wanted her to sign a huge non-disclosure agreement. This would have stopped Angelina from ever talking about Brad's personal bad behavior. It was a way to keep her quiet about the plane ride and the abuse claims. Angelina refused to be silenced. As we stand here in 2026, the legal battle is still going on. Brad is currently suing Angelina for $35 million in damages. A major twist. In late 2025, a judge ordered Angelina to turn over private emails and messages from the time of the sale. Brad's lawyers think these emails will prove that Angelina secretly planned to sell the winery behind his back, just to hurt him. While the lawsuits drag on, Angelina Jolie has rebuilt her life. Her net worth in 2026 is estimated at $120 million. She lives in one of the most famous houses in Los Angeles. she bought the Cecil B. Deal estate for $25 million. The house is huge with 6 bedrooms and 10 bathrooms. She made a big return to movies with the film Maria. In this movie, she plays Maria Callas, the greatest opera singer of all time. Critics called her performance commanding. She is also directing a new movie called Stitches, set in the world of high fashion in Paris. Angelina is filming it in Paris, and she has hired her sons, Maddox and Pax, to help her on set. Angelina also entered the fashion world with a bold, new project called Atelier Jolie. This is not just a clothing store. It is a creative hub located at 57 Great Jones Street in New York City. The building used to be owned by the famous artist Andy Warhol. It is a place where artists and refugees can come to work and create sustainable fashion. Across town lives Brad Pitt. At 62 years old, Brad is richer than ever. His net worth in 2026 is estimated at over $500 million. His movie F1, released in 2025, was a huge hit worldwide. Brad is not alone in his mansions. He has a serious partner named Enz de Ramon. She is 33 years old, which makes her 29 years younger than Brad. Brad has always been obsessed with architecture. In 2026, his real estate portfolio is like a museum collection. His masterpiece is a house in Carmel Highlands called Seaward. He bought it for $40 million. It looks like a medieval castle sitting on a cliff. Now, let us talk about the children. In 2026, the Jolie-Pitt kids are adults, and they are making their own paths. Maddox is the oldest at 24 years old. He is the protector of the family. He graduated from John University in South Korea. He is his mother's right-hand man. He worked as an assistant director on her movie, Maria. The relationship between Maddox and Brad is non-existent. He does not use the name Pitt. He is 100% Jolie. Pax is 22 years old. He is the rebel and the artist of the family. He creates abstract art under the fake name MTO. In July 2024, Pax almost died. He was riding his e-bike in Los Angeles traffic without a helmet. He crashed into the back of a car, stopped at a red light. He spent time in the ICU. Pax is also very angry with his father. On Father's Day in 2020, he posted a private Instagram story that leaked. He called Brad a world-class terrible person. Zahara is 21 years old. She attends Spelman College in Atlanta. In 2023, she joined Alpha Kappa Alpha, which is the first black sorority in history. When she introduced herself to her sorority sisters, she shouted her name as Zahara Marley. Jolie. She dropped the Pitt right there in front of everyone. Shiloh is 19 years old. Her story was the biggest shocker. On her 18th birthday in May 2024, the very first thing she did as an adult was file paperwork to legally change her name. She hired her own lawyer and paid for it herself. She wanted to be just Shiloh Neuville Jolie. It was a huge public rejection of her father. Shiloh is an incredible dancer. Videos of her dancing went viral on TikTok. Vivon is 17 years old. She is the twin sister of Knox. She is quiet, thoughtful, and loves the theater. At just 15, she helped her mom produce the Broadway musical, The Outsiders. She listed her name in the playbill as Vivienne Jolie. She dropped the Pitt professionally even before she could do it legally. Finally, we have Knox. He is 17 years old. Knox is a fighter, literally. He trains in Muay Thai kickboxing. In July 2025, on his 17th birthday, he won a gold medal at a Muay Thai competition in Los Angeles. In late 2025, Knox debuted a shocking new look. He buzzed his hair short and dyed it bright pink. Knox is the only one who has not publicly dropped the Pitt name yet. So, what does the future hold for the Jolie-Pitt kids in 2026? The sad truth is that the family unit we once knew is gone forever. Angelina has successfully brought all 6 children into her orbit. They work on her movies, they help with her fashion brand, they carry her name. She plans to move abroad as soon as the twins turn 18 in July 2026. Brad Pitt stands alone in his castle on the cliff. He has huge wealth and a legendary career. He has a new partner and a new life, but the bridge to his children seems burned, perhaps beyond repair. The shock is not just that they divorced, but shock is how completely the children have chosen. Aside. In 2026, the kids are all right. They are thriving, but they are doing it as Jolies, not Pitts. And that is the reality of Hollywood's most famous family.